is just too big to allow it to go in a single day. As I look out, I'm glad to see that we have all the pertinent interest groups here, and I hope that we can reach a consensus. I know you all have concerns, as do I, and it's my goal to alleviate them today. You can all be seated. We'll start. Our first topic for conversation is our wonderful new solution to the double shift problem faced by so many of our students. And Mr. Sperry, I believe you had something you wish to say on this.
Why, thank you, Mr. Willis. I just want to applaud you for the improvement you're already made in our schools. You've done away with double shifts, and the Negro members of our community should be applauding you. But here they are, yet again, complaining. It's in my opinion, Mr. Willis, there's nothing lower of education can do to teach these people.
Mr. Sperry, you were right for one thing. Horrible classrooms did provide help with the double shift problem. However, they did not alleviate the demand on our school's resources. In 1962, our district placed 150 portable classrooms in predominantly urban areas. Mr. Willis, you stated that the appropriate number for students is 1,200. However, of the schools that show enrollment over 2,000, they all appear to be meager. Even though there was open seats in high school, you refused to allow neighbors to change schools.
Thank you, Miss Ortiz. I believe you are through. What Miss Ortiz failed to mention, however, was the neighborhood school policy in place here in Chicago. Students need to go to school where they live. It's very important to their learning. Myself and many important school board members think that these mobile classrooms are one of the greatest things that ever happened to our students in double shifts. I know that some of you have problems with this.
You're right about one thing, Mr. Willis. These trailers that you so wonderfully bought for my son, students like one of the stupidest ideas I've seen this school district do in the 25 years I've lived in this city. Students learning in terrible conditions all because you don't want to tarnish your white school.
Shut your mouth, you imbecile, illiterate.
Mr. Sperry! I'm sure that Mr. Garner has reasons for making such rude claims. Am I right, Mr. Garner?
My guys, you are, Mr. Willis. Do you know how much these trailers are going to cost? Over $1.25 million, all spent at the taxpayers' money. In my opinion, that's a total waste. The Chicago public schools are spending way too much money to protect racism.
And what would you know, Mike? That's more money than you or a con-picking member of your family has ever seen one place.
Mr. Sperry! Sit! One more outburst from you and I'll have to ask you to leave this meeting. Mr. Garner, what would you and all your amazing knowledge have done with that?
Well, I wouldn't right now, now would I? But I would expect the school district to do something to improve on the condition that my son has to go through on a daily basis. No heating in the winter, no air conditioning in the summer, quality electricity, adding crumbling books, and roaches. I haven't seen roaches in flowers growing up. And what I'm hearing is true. These trailers won't have electricity or plumbing.
Those bids had to be rejected, Mr. Garner.
Of course.
After all, we contacted 7 different companies, but they asked far too much money to make it feasible at this time. And as for other concerns, don't you think you might be overreacting just a little bit?
He's not necessarily concerned. The mobile classrooms are terrible. Susie's found a cockroach in her shoe just the other day, and we had to have English outside during the big storm just a week ago, because it knocked out the lights. This just stinks. I didn't want to go to school. I remember when we had the Freedom Day in October 1963, and we thought there would be a humongous change. But there were over 50,000 people involved after all, but it seems we're wrong.
Young man, I understand you have concerns about your school, but this is not the place to raise them. This extends far beyond you. Please leave this conversation to the adults.
Now, Mr. Willis, I rather not talk to my son in such a manner. Remember that many of his points are just as valid as my own. The conditions here at the school are worse than I imagined. The same putting force on your precious white school.
Mr. Willis, my records do show that a great deal of our money are sent to predominantly white schools. In addition, 40% show enrollment of Negroes, yet they only attend 20 to 25% of the students. Thank you.
This conversation has reached its termination. What's next for discussion? Winston. But that all counted that weeks ago. Never still moved on. Next.
Wait, we haven't heard anything about that. Would you mind explaining what Project Wingspread is?
Of course. Some of us on the school board thought it might be beneficial to allow students in a more overcrowded urban schools to transfer into the city schools, which is significantly less crowded. However, Mr. Willis doesn't plan to be far from trouble in his work.
Well, of course it would be. Another one of your Board of Education members, James B. Conan, wrote about such
search for it just the other day, and we found nothing but racism in it. For this reason, this is one of the reasons why I'm so proud and thankful of the groups for like teachers for integrated schools, because it showed there's someone looking out for us.
Yeah.
I don't care. Okay? What is dead? We can do much more focus on something else. What is next, Miss Ortiz?
The teacher, sir. The young man just mentioned teachers in integrated schools are starting to protest again.
Teachers. Yes, the teachers. In a recent study I conducted, I found that up to 11% of my teaching staff is quit by integrated schools. I'm sorry, it's just 2 out of 10 percentage to even consider such a plan right now.
Right, sensible teachers got the Mr. Willis. Wouldn't want to teach this rabble either.
Now, Mr. Willis, I apologize for having a problem finding a teacher for the school, but if I may say, if you widen your parameter just a bit, you might find more than you expect. There's not a single Negro principal in this school area with more than 1% of white students.
Your school board committee for recommendations has failed to confirm even a single black candidate for all of the open positions. My classmates and I have no form of representation on the board whatsoever, sir.
My concern's not for a couple of whiny schools. I can hear from my district in general.
You mean what's best for your white school?
Honor! Said to remember your place.
That's alright.
No, you know what? No, it's not all right. Everything this man has done, he's done everything in his power to keep the blacks and whites apart. From suspending the PTA meeting so he couldn't overthrow his decisions, to every little school policy thing is just another racist trick to keep blacks and whites apart.
You're wrong on that, Mr. Brown, and the court decided with me. Said that neighborhood school policies are not overcoming segregation.
He's got you there, Rel.
Mr. Sparius doesn't concern me, he's silent.
But it does concern me, sir. I go to school every morning, and my very first class was with 50 students, not including the absent. But 5 of us have to share a book at a time, and we can barely do our teacher from where we stand. Yes, I said step. Only half of us get to sit down at a time, sir.
I couldn't care less about that little crowded school of yours. This integration plan is taken forth like you so wish. My son will have to sit next to the likes of you, vermin of a
See, I
child.
told you not to talk about something like this.
Whoa.
Enough! Both of you sit down. It's getting us nowhere. The facts are simple. You got them all wrong. In all Chicago public schools, 25% show Negro enrollment. Yet they make up 40% of our population. Mr. Sperry, you said that this is no fault of ours. It's just the way the chips fall, and we're all the better for it. Mr. Gardner, you say it's because Mr. Willis won't allow neighbors to choose certain schools. Which of these are true, I do not know. But I do know that if this continues, a Thursday of Chicago will be no more than a battleground.
Thank you, Miss Ortiz, and good opinion.
Of course.
I think this meeting is done all over well. Good night, everyone.